We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Balkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
Misión 18 ya. Eran 20, creo.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Aruja, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Arusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Aruja's lead faction. But we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Ya ni me acuerdo cómo era esto. Ay. Así era. Capturar el castillo. ¿Cuánto tengo? 700.000. Ya. ¿Puedo comprar algo? Su-37. Voy a comprar el Su-47. ¿Este cuál es? Este es el Su-30 SM. Este es el Su-35S. Este es el Su-47. Oh, es muy... Esta es la. A ver, le puedo comprar un arma. Este es para disparar bombas, este es para disparar misiles. Ok. Este es, ¿no? ¿No tiene skins? Ah, sí tiene skins. Tiene uno, hasta el 8 tiene. Ya, esto usa. Se elige. Usar este. Vamos a cambiar las partes ahora. A ver qué le podemos modificar. Machine gun, no es mal, antiprevención, ahí está, ese está bien. Un hammer. Ah, ya, eso también. Es para aumentar la capacidad de las armas. Para aumentar la fuerza de los misiles. Para aumentar la velocidad. Mejorar la desaceleración. Para mejorar la movilidad. Para mejorar la defensa. A ver qué más puedo hacer. ¿Qué es esto? Esto es para mejorar la fuerza del misil y creo que ya eso es todo lo que puedo hacer. Sí, ya puedo, eso ya no puedo hacer más. Listo. Selecciona un emblema. Nah, no va a seleccionar nada. Vamos a ver. Tan 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 tan. Ahora sí. Elegido. En the Matrix.
Squadron aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
El elegido es John Wick.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work. Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not. Strider 1, target destroyed.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat! Fox 2. Strider 1, APC destroyed.
Ya empezamos. Yo tengo el Ace Combat 2 de PS1 en un emulador. Yo también lo tengo allí. Nunca pude conseguir los originales.
They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know. Strider 3 launching missile.
¿Quién me está disparando? Ahí está. ¿Le caen o no caen? Al tanque no le cayó.
Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base?
Le cayó uno.
Target destroyed.
Yo el Ace Combat 2 sí lo pasé y me gustó el final. El final es como meterse en una esfinge.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
Don't stop the car.
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Bien.
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Strider 1, Fox 2. This'll hit.
They have 4 aircraft. 4 planes incoming. Fire more missiles.
El Ace Combat 3, cuando salió en Occidente, es una versión recortada. Este también me gustó bastante.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
En Japón este juego tiene 2 discos. Acá solo salió uno.
Hostile has a lock.
Target acquired.
¡Uy!
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Target locked.
Target
They're
destroyed.
blowing us. We're unable to use the SAMs. Help me!
Ahora tenemos que ir acá.
Hit them with AA shells and they'll come down.
¿Cómo es la cabina de esto? ¿Verdad? Ah, está bonita la cabina.
Coming up on the castle.
¿Ve las piernas?
Hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit. I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Uy, me cayó uno.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Uf. ¿Quién está? Ah, es el F-16.
Hurry up and take off. Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Breaking them up.
Target is in machine gun range.
Le doy. Ahora sí.
Target was not struck.
Que perdí mi misil ahí.
I've been spiked.
Missile away.
Missile inbound. Jinking.
Ahora sí.
Target eliminated.
Está bonito.
one is causing us the most grief.
I heard about space strikes when I was in the East. What seemed to we hear?
None of our units are able to communicate over the comms. All of our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are gone.
Locked on.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Tengo que apuntar desde arriba.
We have missiles.
Ahora sí.
Missile.
Fox 2. Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
¿Por qué no le doy?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target locked.
Shit! We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast. Please, somebody answer us!
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
¿Qué son estos? Ah, estos son drones.
Missile.
Hola, Pinto, ¿cómo estás?
No, we gotta fire!
Missile. Missile.
Uy,
Missile. Caution. Caution. Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
¿qué cuenta el gran Pinto?
Damage report!
Locked on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Lost more than half of our forces! The battle won't last much longer!
Tengo que bajarme este dron que está molestando.
As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Ahora sí. Ex.
Strider 1. Fox 2.
The fire set off a chain reaction! At least stop it!
Acá llegando, ¿cómo andas? Maverick.
We're running out of ways to strike back!
Maverick.
Two hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Just how much do they want to take from us?
Yeah, they can go on ahead without me.
AA destroyed! We're setting ducks! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Target destroyed.
Uy, sí. ¿Quién me está siguiendo?
Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily. Gun range.
Ya.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies.
Uy, casi. Casi me da.
You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort Monty. You bastard! You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Si vamos a estar así, nunca lo voy a dar.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
All these guys are pretty accomplished fighter pilots.
Missile. Missile.
No lo voy a agarrar. Qué rápido voltean, ¿eh?
Missile inbound. Drinking.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Locked on.
Target hit.
Destruyamos.
That'll be okay. We only got under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco. Righto.
Woohoo.
Let's do this.
Got one on my ass.
Stall warning.
Bosnian pilots are known for their skill. Leave this fight to them.
Ay, ya lo perdí ya.
Missile evaded.
Movement hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
Me cayó. ¿Qué pasó? Radiación.
This, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east.
Llegó el tiburón.
High-speed projectile launch your enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Miai. Muslatine squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Oh.
Hey, look at the color of that flame. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. Rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Wilco, might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Not bad.
100%.
Oh, va a lanzar un rayo.
I can't think of anyone other than you.
Targeting assisted track complete.
Together with Mihai taught me something. True fighters don't belong in the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the Muslatine Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that.
Me va a atacar.
Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
No.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Think you can keep up with me?
100%. Targeting collision. 1.7 degrees.
Keep on firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces. Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a new toy.
System power at 50%.
Not bad. Get closer.
120%.
increasing with each shot. Take it down as quickly as possible.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I failed every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
Por fin.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed abandoned.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Se mató.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Estuvo intenso.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target.
Misión 18, no son
There's a
20.
number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry.
Las 2 misiones más para el
Get to
final.
work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time.
Sí, pinto. ¿Qué estaba jugando? Vi que estabas jugando algo, pero no me acuerdo. No vi la
The
categoría.
resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Te salió un canal en un anuncio en Warner. A ver, que siga la historia.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erussia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother.
Johnny
We
Walker.
have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
¿Cuál película estás viendo? ¿La primera de Matrix?
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Se viene otra misión.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved,
Tremendo map.
they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Tricker.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Ah, había que bajarse ese otro avión. Uy, va a ser una batalla de muchos aviones. Ya que había cambiado de avión. Usaré pues el F-22. Este puede disparar a 8 objetivos a la vez. Está bien. Hola Elvis, ¿cómo estás?
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Elvis siempre madrugando. Take down the Arsenal bird. Es un avión gigante. Estamos en la antesala del final del juego.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat. Get into formation. We have the numbers. Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
¿Por qué me estoy disparando atrás?
We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
Bueno, la primera parte de esta misión es puro reventar aviones. Sí, es puro reventar aviones. ¿Dónde está? Bien.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking with the terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why, no, who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the current chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Landed on a friendly's tail. There's still this many troops on either side?
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
Ah, sí, como 3 misiles tengo atrás.
Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We jacked its signal in order to reach out to you.
On our side? That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Against three strikes?
Vamos para acá.
Never again. This is the rebellion. It's a battle for independence. Take down the other country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us. The UAVs were
Ya
sluggish
justo lo
when we went
reventé.
down. I thought his mission. Drones without leaders are subsets. The biggest flaw in their slave project.
Drone leadership rights verified.
With the communications infrastructure down, its broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Avril, it's safe over here. You're taking away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees.
Todos están hablando y estoy peleando.
George, tabloid.
All right, understood.
The time has come to show the enemy the true meaning of patriotism.
Attack missed. Right inside it.
If the UAV's on our side, we have superiority.
This is Drake 1. Pass it.
Bien.
A princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space
Uy, por ahí pasó el misil.
Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal bird. Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact.
Copia, hard of war.
4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco.
Sigamos.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Corbett! Corbett! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As Law saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Hola Manuel, ¿y cómo estás?
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the wood break, 6 location markers.
Ahora sí ya conseguí el objetivo de la misión, que eran los puntos.
Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen.
¿Qué cuenta el Manuel? Y hoy ya no ha venido Darja. Se está escapando de ti, Darja.
I get it. What a party.
I was going to do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now.
You caught that. It's all over.
Casi me cae. No quiere más daño.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
¡Ah! Me estrellé. Bravo, me dio un chapuzón. Por tratar de escapar del misil grande me tiré al agua. F.
We need help. Don't let him damage me. Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have 2 anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just 2. Wise's been trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that destination. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison.
Todos me apuntaron a mí.
Right, don't speak on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
Bueno, hay que ser así, ¿no?
This is Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. Republic of Pasta Johnson with Tornado. Sending 1 squadron. This is Mr. X's crew. Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every order we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in
¿Le cae?
formations.
Le cayó. Tengo una atrás acá. Ahora sí no le queda nada.
Commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks.
Está
It's not
arriba.
important why know who we are. First,
Es muy
destroy the
rápido.
space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut and stop to a war and chaos that his products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right
Bueno,
now.
básicamente corro hacia adelante
Refugees who've lost their homes.
y después regreso
No isolated incident. In spite of that,
para agarrarlos
continues
así.
to rage overhead. Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Damn it. But our IFF's like a slapstick routine.
Are the friendly emotions rebels or what?
Le cayó, le cayó, le cayó.
Brush up on current
Ahora
events
sí.
later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked its
Está lo
signal
tengo
in order to
atrás.
reach out to you.
Pero lo tengo muy atrás acá. Tengo que atacarle a este. Acá.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. It's someday or someone to guide us.
5 minutes remaining.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down.
I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell.
Will show themselves.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
Admiral, it's safe over here. So take it away with your guns.
Yes! Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid,
All right, understood.
Target hit.
Ya que me falta derribar aviones.
Follow us to Strider 1. Time's turning in our favor.
¿Qué está haciendo la cosa?
our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies alone. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're hitting as projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4,
Tengo que ir bajo, ¿no?
2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Caster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Nico,
Ya, ah, los tengo atrás estos, güey. ¿Quién tengo atrás? Están acá, tío.
we can't switch off the security system. You've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The
Tengo que derribar varios aviones
princess
ahorita.
area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Bien.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type.
Bien, ya conseguí los
10
puntos.
seconds. 5,
Ya conseguí los puntos.
3, 2,
Era 15 segundos.
Helios arrived.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the loop break, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be
Cambié de
stopped.
canal a Descripcion Pendiente. ¿Por qué? No estaba buena la película de Matrix.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
Wow, ¿qué pasó arriba? ¿Quién tengo atrás?
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound.
I'm going down!
Porque creo que ya vi suficiente.
30 seconds remaining.
Ya tengo que ir a la zona de batalla. ¿Dónde están? ¿Cuántos misiles me quedan? Me quedan 120, 15 especiales y 3. ¿Cómo se llama esta cosa? Tres bengalas. Lo que me gusta fueron los diálogos, muchas preguntas y respuestas. Ajá, mira.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
Prepárense para ver un EVA. Campo AT.
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster.
Longcaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
We can't train it! Evacuate! Flagship coming, heavily damaged by laser weapons. Aircraft controller melted. Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That was some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. Use for the arsenal bird.
Hasta que no veo nada, oye.
Strider 1, missile.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué es esto? No veo nada.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
Baja, baja, baja. ¿Puedo bajar? No, no lo puedo bajar. Tengo que esperar nomás.
Put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You never get it on over those frills.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
Le quitó, ya le quitó nada.
Where are we supposed to hit it? All aircraft. We can no longer commence with the second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots violence in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now?
¿Cuál te refieres, al enemigo o a mi avión?
Cover any friendlies that's hit. Target acquired. Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
Ah, no me digas que tengo que atacarlo cuando él lanza el láser. Tengo que atacarlo cuando él lance el láser.
Light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up. That's the location marker. You have it from there, right? Got it.
Think that it missed. There's something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed.
¡Estrella!
Don't let the enemy sniff your butt.
A ver.
Target hit.
Sí, le cayó.
Behind the enemy. When's that shield gonna lose power?
Mi avión es el F-22.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Set? Smash it. Smash all 6 of them bastards. It'll lose power.
Es el F-22. Y está con un skin que es del primer juego. Uy, me está cayendo los ojos. Todos vienen detrás mío, maldito.
Gone cuckoo count. Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
Wasn't magic.
¡Dispárale! ¡Dispárale!
Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
No lights. Switch to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
¡Dispárale! ¡Vamos! ¡Dispárale! Había que esperar que el guión terminara para que le desactivara el escudo.
The drones are acting crazy. Have you seen this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Strider 1 is destroyed a sub-propeller.
¡No!
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
¡Dispara! Ay, casi me... Ten cuidado ahí. Muy cerca estás ya.
Trigger got a sub-propeller.
Vamos. Pero no te pierdas en el nube. Hasta que no la vi ya.
Keep the UAVs company.
Lo veo. Tengo que voltear acá. Ahí está, ya lo vi. Claro, cómo molesta.
That thing is too huge.
Don't let its sheer size freak you out.
Y ahora sí no lo pierdas. No lo pierdas.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
Ahora qué va a pasar con ese maldito avión.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
Boils down to destroying the antenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off its arsenal route. That'll mean the antenna base will fly on fire. We can cut that burn. Theoretically, that may prove impossible. Experiment pilot.
Ay. ¿Cuánto tengo? 7% de daño.
Guy's more than just an
Let's do this. Is he really that by the point? I bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Wow.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George? Tabloid! Get back here! I can't leave that girl to die. Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it!
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
Salió como le disparo este hoy.
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move on and destroy the rest.
Uy.
Cosette, some people were crushed. The kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his
¿Dónde
hands.
está ese John?
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
George and the girl
Ahora
were
sí le di
saved.
recién.
We were saved.
Hace tantos hay hoy.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do. Make that a miss.
I'm on my target's tail.
Really think you can beat a human pilot?
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Lock on.
Ojo.
Strider 1, target acquired. Missile away.
Ya lo encontré recién. Oh.
UAV's distraction and personal word is our priority.
Ya lo encontré por fin. Es de abajo. No te subí.
In gun range. Locked on. Watch 2.
Enemy's right. Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
Caramba, cómo me está disparando ese.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Locked on.
Docking module destroyed. One left.
Nicely done.
This will be a good story to tell my son.
Let's try the one handler. Try not to get it way.
Target is in machine gun range.
¿Por qué no le doy al... la zona baja? Tengo que bajar más. ¡Oh!
Missile inbound. Drinking. That's the right call.
Hasta que no le doy, oye.
Target acquired.
¡No! Me estrellé.
Strider 1 is crashed.
Si te pusieras el nombre a un avión sería Silent 93. Ahora me estrellé otra vez. Ajá, repetir toda esa escena otra vez. Checkpoint. Ya lo tenía ahí hoy. Ese.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're out.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger.
casi lo había logrado.
Sub-propeller confirmed destroyed. Laser cannon destroyed. That drops the arsenal bird's threat level a little.
Caramba, otra vez.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger. The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
Boils down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off the arsenal bird. That'll leave the Rectenna base moving. Light on fire and we can cook that bird. Theoretically, that may prove impossible even for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, but...
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
Is he really that good of a pilot? I'd bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees, everyone calm down.
Uy,
Yourself killed? George?
está con su espada Jedi ese maldito avión. ¿No?
Fine, fine. Get her, but be quick about it. Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd. Run! Run! Careful!
Se me saco adelante, cara.
Is everything okay? Ned, some people were crushed. But the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a girl in his hands. Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe? George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Aquí de frente.
I've got this one.
Don't let them anywhere near him. Understood?
Strato 1, target acquired.
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it. Even my canopy's icing up.
Uy. ¡Oh! No. Casi me vola.
Locked on. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I'm in position.
Strato 1, Fox 3.
Didn't think that'd miss.
Casi me mato.
We got these things, no problem. Locked on.
Behind the enemy. Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
Strato 1, missile launched.
That thing is too
Si lo ponen debajo del avión y cuando vas por debajo te caen todos los drones y te caen todos los... Para controlar. No le cae ni un misil, le cae a eso. Te cae el láser, te cae todos los aviones, todos los drones sirven para despistar el radar. Ven, no le da ni uno. Y esto ya está empezando a molestar. Demasiado pendejo este señor.
Cyclops 2, Fox 2. Laser cannon confirmed destroyed. That eliminates one major threat.
Thanks. That thing almost cooked my tail.
Bien, por fin le cayó.
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move out and destroy the rest. Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just
Hasta que
focus
por
on what you need
fin.
to do.
No.
Fox 2.
Even my canopy's icing up.
Special weaponry depleted.
Get behind 3 strikes.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off. You should be able to see the wrecked tenet where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Good luck.
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. We'll take down the UAVs.
Hasta que por fin, mira como un huecazo lo han hecho.
Wrecked tenet base unit confirmed destroyed.
Broadcaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Hasta que por fin.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. You surrender now, we will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrenders. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Lower your speed. 3,000 meters to carrier. Bank left, Trigger. 100 meters to carrier.
Frena.
That's what I'm talking about, Trigger. Not one scratch. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Uf,
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG,
me estrellé un
looks
par
like
de
our luck has
veces,
turned. LRSSG, you will secure air
par de
superiority.
checkpoints.
There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition.
Vamos
so
mejorando.
infinite is friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Qué pendejo la final
The Erusian
de
government
este juego.
aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
Ranking B. Esta es la última misión.
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those two new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Ocean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft left. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it, so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Bueno, denme un ratito. Esta es la última misión. Bueno, pues. A ver si la paso. ¿Qué comercial puso la? ¿Qué comercial puso Twitch? Voy a borrarme eso, de repente lo puedo comprar ya cuando acabe el juego. Si es que lo acabo. Me falta aviones por desbloquear. Ah, ya vuelvo. Minimalista o flojera.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Ay, ay, ay. A ver cuántas veces me matan acá. Porque son como 3 o 4 giros argumentales en una misma misión, creo.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. A dinged up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. Oh, this is the guy. Oh yeah. He's the one who took off just now.
Bien, listo para morir 20 veces, sí.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us.
See if they're sticking around too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. And I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow Trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
¡Ole! Están con rayos, esos
The space
malditos.
elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. Drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Go leader to Logcat. UAV confirmed in direction of travel. Engaging the abandoned.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Ocean.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now. Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I've never seen anyone fly this fast. Provide support.
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Damn it. Another hit. It's the only one getting anywhere out here.
The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Complete copies of AI. We've received some serious upgrades. Senior, separate unit and unit.
Attention all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. Small drones.
An UAV. Outstanding work, Trigger.
You've bruised it. Don't stop now.
This is you two. Locked on enemy.
We're gonna need some teamwork. Illusions take point. Lucians provide cover. Break those UAVs up.
Roger.
All aircraft watch your six. Stay sharp. They'll move up on you. There we go. One down. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
An enemy is flagging those buildings from it. I saw it myself. Three strikes is a real deal. One plane left.
Zone 2. Evade. Evade.
Just like me, please.
¿Qué pasó? Murió una.
Lost. Looks like we got one too.
Vito. Damn it. Damn it.
Friendly lost. Salamander. Rifle through has been shot down. Lost another one.
We've broken the UAV's formation. This could be our chance.
Locked on. You're mine.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Warning. Missile. Missile in the air.
Enemy hit. Strider 1 got him.
Strider 1. Fox 3.
Latch on and don't let go. An opening will come.
Target acquired.
Ah, su madre.
Strider 1, you scored a hit.
It's gotta be damaged. Don't let up now.
One bandit left. Come on, someone just get rid of it. All small drones are down. Well done. Time to focus on the prize.
Ahora cómo está este.
Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace.
Uf. Pero no, está todavía vivo. Se ha vuelto un maldito drone.
Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like the UAV the Trigger shot down at Belgorod. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about?
They're on their way back. We are sending permission to the asteroid them.
What?
Let me evade, Vito.
When I get home, I'm bragging to my son about living through this mission for a day.
Attack missed.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions?
It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to learn from him.
The UAV is stepping up a notch.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Missile away.
Oh, sí. Se cayó.
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
Stop me. Showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Oh no, otro maldito
More
drone.
importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive.
Sí, vivito y coleando. ¿Y Como todo buen Ace Combat, tiene que haber un maldito túnel en el final del juego.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Pull up.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa. What makes you think that?
Despacio, acá he muerto 20 veces.
It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it.
Ay.
There's some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates?
Oh.
Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry, I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. They're waiting for you outside. I'm not gonna let you drop here. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter.
Ah, me estrellé por abrir.
Trigger's down.
Confundí el aleteo derecho con el acelerador y me fui de frente. Así muerto una vez.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
Lo bueno es que ya me enderezan, está bien bonito para ir ahí.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Caramba.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to
La
explain.
fregué al
The radio will cut out
inicio.
soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. There's some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out.
Tengo que pasar siquiera la otra zona porque si no el checkpoint otra vez me tira afuera.
I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. They're waiting for you outside. I'm not gonna let you drop here. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it.
Creo que acá ya me ponen ahí.
Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My legs seem fine, but
Estoy
I'm
para un
losing
disparo y me
thrust.
mata.
My engine definitely feels like it's my engine.
Hay que llegar al
I'm
final.
fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. We'll send its payload.
Okay.
Shoot it down, Trigger.
Caramba. Me estrellé.
Trigger's down.
Oh, hola Darjan, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Darjan? Oh, Manuelik no está, menos mal. Menos mal, Manuelik se fue a ver a Sasha Grey.
It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
Ay, ya me fui. No.
Trigger's down.
Es que yo quiero girar y no... Tengo que girar por abajo. Está mal. 3. Acá es donde muero 1000 veces. Espera, que vuelve por allá.
Send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down. Yeah, baby.
Por aquí.
I'm being serious here. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though.
Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you!
Ahora hay que salir por ahí como en Ace Combat 2. Ahí.
I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway,
Y hay que esquivar.
come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Ay. Ay. ¿Qué puedo con el pendejo este?
Should we send in an evac team?
We can't give up. We have to wait.
Can you hear me?
Vámonos.
The world of darkness needs a light to shine.
Con miedo, con fe. Vámonos.
Beacon of light.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar. I did it! That's our Trigger! He's a damn hero! No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Oh, morí 4 veces.
Yes, we are.
O más, pero menos de 20.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
Agua y manto y zanahoria, ¿qué es eso? Agua y manto.
Wait, what was that transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad.
Que me haya salido una pantallazo negro en la captura me mato. Qué bien,
The
pasé el
refugees
juego
built a
2
settlement
veces
for
ahora.
themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out
Interesante.
too.
¿Y dónde lo has comprado?
Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything.
¿Dónde compras las
Now
mandarinas?
here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your
Marca
own bed
Mantaro.
at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue. To the heavens.
Fresa y
and beyond.
beterraga. Interesante combinación. Eso es para que te deje rojo el water.
Can you hear me?
Tu te souviens de nos fleurs préférées qui chantaient tout près de nous
Ojo.
du jour de ta déclaration d'amour.
Bien, ahora ya pude desbloquear entonces el modo ACE. Ahora me toca pasar la campaña en modo ACE. Mantaro, ¿no? Ese Darian se fue corriendo porque ahorita viene el admin baneador. O se le fue el internet otra vez. Mejoré, no morí mucho. Pensé que iba a morir más. Tan, 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 tan. ¿No será que es el único que has jugado? ¿Cuál tienes? ¿El Assault Horizon? Mission Results. A ver. Oh, no llegué a los 2 millones. Está mal. Quería llegar a 2 millones. Ace difficulty level has been added. Mierda. Yo quería 2 millones para comprarme el mejor avión de todos. La máquina. El Assault Horizon, sí. Es el único que salió, pues. Porque después sacaron otro que se llama Ace Combat Infinite, que era una versión online. Pero ya le cerraron los servidores hace tiempo. Hace tiempo cerraron los servidores. Creo que en el 2017 lo cerraron. Continue the game where you left off. Restart story. Pero dice en modo hard, o sea, tengo que regresar al juego en modo. Do you want to present your progress again? Your records are not integrated with this set. ¿Sí? Yes. Y ahora sí está el modo ACE.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, high up into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my offensive thing, this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Pobrecita.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usean ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Airbase Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
This is not a drill. Un 800. ¿Le por qué no puedo vender cosas? Esto por comprarme gestión de porquería. Qué vuelvo. Unas misioncitas y ya lo compro. Todavía me falta aviones por desbloquear. Uno. ¿Sería este? No, este ya está. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 aviones todavía me faltan. El que cae este es para el multijugador ya. Todos son piezas para el multijugador. Hi Jacobin, how are you? Greetings for Belgium, thank you. ¿Qué otras skin tengo? A ver. Esto solo cambian la ala. Voy a hacer con el mismo. ¿Cuál serán estos dos? Oh. Completa todos los modos, todas las misiones en hard y obtén rango S. Bueno, seguiré usando el Fénix, sí, Fénix, ¿no? Por si no saben, este es el diseño que tenía el primer Ace Combat. El primer Ace Combat en Occidente se llamaba Air Combat. Y los aviones tenían este tipo de logotipo. No me han dado más partes, ¿no? No.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Ay. Charles Assault.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and meet back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood. This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2. Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Va por acá.
They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Siempre ha sido muy bueno la campaña del Ace Combat, ¿no? Ponen siempre buena música, las misiones siempre son interesantes. Thank you, Hecoville. Thanks for your bid.
Nice going, Mage 2.
Holidays, yeah.
Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits. Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Abandoning aircraft.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups.
Yeah.
Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs? I can't tell them apart.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. Taking fire.
Mage 2, locked.
Bandit has a lock. Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
Target is hit.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their
Yeah. It's 1 a.m.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between
See
life
you.
and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Ecoville. Have a nice day for you. And thanks for your bits.
Locked on.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Tagalo and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, cleared for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Ese Ecoville siempre cuando viene a saludar es porque se levantó temprano y va a trabajar.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Ya tengo que hacer 4 misiones para recién comprar mi maldito avión.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war,
¿Cómo
all
sobrevivió?
in the blink of an eye.
Caer del avión no es como caer de una bicicleta. Solo quedó coja, nada más.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here.
Sí, pero ella no se eyectó del avión, ella está en la cabina del avión.
On the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base. but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Es imposible, cuando se estrella el avión, es imposible que te salves, ahí el avión se destroza y también tú. Pero ella despertó como si hubiera chocado un auto.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Esta parte de los briefings siempre han sido entretenidos. Me falta pasar un par de misiones más. A ver, ¿lo lograré en media hora? Vamos a ver. Vamos.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Darjan se fue y se le fue el internet, creo. O le han descubierto a Darjan mirando el stream ahí en su cama. Pobre Darjan, F.
Current target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is.
Darjan cuando mira en la madrugada el stream, él está en su cama. Que nadie me va a ver, nadie me va a comprar. Ay.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Ay. Si te encuentran no es mi culpa, siempre digo.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Accelerate! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
Missile away.
Posted position, move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now!
H2, target
We're
destroyed.
using the containers now. Those weapons are
Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. Pushed the plan forward too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating.
Hola, Koi, ¿cómo estás?
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Acá matando guarros. Que te vaya bien en el curro también, a Koi.
Fox 2.
Cola para atrás.
All right, this base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Sí, todos son los aviones.
Locked.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAV is ready to launch. Away.
Ah, van a tirar los drones.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAV.
Por fin lo bajé, le tiré como media docena de misiles ese.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and
Cuando
get
tienen
out.
nombre los aviones es porque tienen algún... te van a dar algo.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Mitch 2, missile!
Shit! I got an enemy in front of me and behind me. H2, they have a lock on you.
Ya, así no lo puedo vencer. Tengo que hacerlo otra vez.
H2, behind you.
Ya sé.
H2, locked.
Don't try to read their movements.
H2, missile launch.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are you? I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Crap.
Yo no lo puedo dar cuando esté en la nube.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Where'd he go?
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Da 4 misiles le mando y uno le cae.
On his tail.
Mátalo. No, ya se movió como un hombre. Ahora sí.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
War.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Metal Slug. No, me falta todavía, maldición. Me falta 50.000.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
¿Estás como Darjan? Todavía me intriga cómo va. ¿Qué le habrá pasado a Darjan? Ok. Gracias por pasarte. Que tengas un buen día en el curro. Nos vemos. Mientras acá, creo que esta va a ser la última misión ya. 20 minutos más. Y gracias por los bits. Que pases un buen día, Koi. LOL. Casi me voy contra el avión. Vamos.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move even if you're in a 9G turn.
Friendly paused.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Reinforcements.
Caramba, cómo fallan los misiles ahí.
Gargoyle 1, get out. We have to break.
Mage 2, locked.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Eject. It didn't connect. We got it. Can't recover. We need reinforcements now.
Missile away. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade!
Uy.
Break! Break!
Wait, what the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Ahí está, el EVA. Son dos. Este es el primero. Que no es el EVA, sería el ángel, ¿no?
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Just waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Baby Huey.
Bandit evaded the attack.
I can't get a read on these bandits. We're dodging everything I throw at them.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit!
Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Hey! Missile!
Golem 2, roger that.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They didn't keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Skeleton 2
Ya
lost.
sabía que eso iba a pasar, pues me alejé.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they'd done it earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Tu campo AT.
Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Hola Lobo, ¿cómo estás?
Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Yowza!
Mage 2, target down. Mage 2, walking.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing. Lock down hostile. Don't think, focus.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Al trabajo vas. Ah, ya. Estás igual que Koi, que ha pasado un ratito a saludar, Lobo. Qué bien. Qué bien que tengas todavía trabajo. Que tengas un buen día en el curro.
Fox 3. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat. Mage 2, UAV down.
My status is fine. Affirmative. This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
Fast. It's blinking.
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report.
Está pujando eso.
Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. Not on my watch.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
Have a lock on you, shake 'em.
Targeting gun range.
I can't shake it.
Target is down.
This is where we lost. Golem and Mage Squadron. Help us.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Golem and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Ya me quedé sin misiles especiales hoy.
Target was not struck.
Mage Squadron still have their hotshot? Just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we know you were dead. And we'll take it.
An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours.
Es que este me apunta a todos menos a los que tiene que apuntar.
2 seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Mage 2, locked. Target destruction confirmed.
I'm still charged up. Bring them on.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy.
Soldados.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire?
here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Al último.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Se murió.
Golem 2, lost. Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one. Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass.
Formation in the clouds.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Page 2, locked.
That's really come to puppy. Fox 2.
Bien, falta uno.
Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target. It didn't connect.
Quedan
All
uno.
UAVs have been splashed.
Ya. Ya mañana último día de ese. Qué bien.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
The Arsenal Bill.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. Mage 2, lower speed. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, bank left. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. 1,500 to runway. Your approach looks good. Stay on course.
Oh, entré chueco.
Nicely done, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will...
Bueno, pues eso sería todo por esta noche. Ya pasé varias misiones. A ver si tengo suficiente créditos para comprar el de 2 millones. Veamos.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffer heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Oh, sí, ya tengo los 2 millones. Vamos a comprar el de 2 millones. Pero primero miremos un poco de cinemática.
Here he comes. was looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Bueno, pues ya la próxima semana ya empieza esta misión. $200,000. ¿Qué armas son estas? Y lo compré por fin. Este es, ¿no? Vaya. Ok, gracias por pasarte, Rick. Ya nos vemos. Creo que no leí tu mensaje. Yo también ya me voy. Bueno, gracias por pasarse, Rick, Lobo, Acoidán, Darjan, Elves y Pinto, ¿no? Nos vemos. Wow, mira cómo cambia la salsa, está bien. Acá está la base, ¿no? La base que son pura caja de fósforos. Interesante. ¿Qué acá? ¿Y barquitos?
Caution.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Se disparan a los yates. ¿Qué son esos árboles?
Caution.
Bueno, pues. Nos vemos.